Today I want to have a look at Firebase test cases. So here, as part of app distribution, so the precondition to work with Firebase test cases is to have at least a release in app distribution, which I took care before. And what are even test cases are the way to let AI to basically build some integration test of the kind end-to-end integration test. So interacting with the emulator. I never tried them before. Are they any good? I don't know. I have E2E tests in at integration test folder. The flows, main, budget, and screenshots. Can you identify any testing gaps so we can write a simple test or two for Firebase app distribution test cases that I am trying out? Based on the analysis, here is the key testing gap. Budget deletion, good for, yeah. Okay. To validate the build works, I would suggest the budget deletion test. Let's start with the budget deletion test. Guide me through. We have to create it as a Firebase test cases interface. Yeah, it's writing code. That's not what we want. Explain myself. Well, enough. I want to use the app testing agent that has a prerequisite to have Firebase app distribution, which I have already. And there you describe a test step by step in natural language. I want to try this. Test case, delete budget. Okay, we'll read that later. Let's go back. Simple smoke test alternative launches and shows budget. What I do those, I input them in the interface by hand. That was my previous question. Firebase console UI manual, go to Firebase console app distribution, click new test case, fill in each steps, and option 2 YAML file support. Yeah, create a YAML file and import console and CLI or CLI. Okay. I like idea of YAML files. Shall we create one test case or a single YAML, and where shall we put it? The YAML format support multiple test cases as an array. You can only have a few test cases to start. You can always split it later if it becomes too large. Okay, so it says two sensible options. One is Firebase. I suggest the first one. Okay. All right, so we got the tests. Let's read them. App launch smoke test. Verify the app launches successfully and navigate to the budget screen. Dismiss. That's the goal. That's a smoke test. Dismiss an onboarding or welcome message screen if they appear. Tap them. Okay, let's say yes. So we start from somewhere, but I have already several questions or objections to this. About the smoke test, are you sure that it's a single step? Because once you dismiss the onboarding screen by tapping on the skip button, there is a paywall to be dismissed by tapping on the X icon, right? The user is pointing out that the smoking test complexity did not account. Okay, skip the onboarding screen, tap skip to onboarding for, that's much more sense. Goal, dismiss the paywall, type extra, okay, perfect. All right, I like it. Okay, let's check the second one. Okay, yeah. But that was my question. So are we starting with a new emulator every time? Are we starting with a fresh emulator every time? Or is the second test executed after the first on the same emulator? Because if it's the latter case, if it's the latter case, then the onboarding screen would not show. Good question. I need to check the Firebase docs. Okay, check the docs. Nice. The docs aren't explicit, but particularly test features suggest tests may share state. I think prerequisite test should looks good. So the chaining is explicit. Smoke test, we put an ID, and then we can say prerequisite smoke test, so we can remove this part. All right, let's have a look at the file in its entirety, see how it looks now. App integration test, Firebase, test cases, there you go, not long. The first one already it looks good. Second one, delete budget, open prerequisite smoke test, okay. Open budget list screen, is we're already there. Create a new budget, delete the budget. Since smoke test is the prerequisite, we are already in the budget screen when we execute delete budget. So I'm not saying to delete the first step, but it should be obvious. There you go. And now we are good. Let's try it. Okay. What is the CLI command to upload the test? Normally, we have a script folder with a readme for such commands, and we add them to package.json in scripts, but also to the root package.json, and also we update the root readme with a quick note. Can you do this? We can try. All right, let's import YAML Firebase. There you go, found it. Open. All right. So that's the prerequisite thing is not a thing. Let's fix it. We switch prerequisite test case ID. Let's try that. Okay. Import. Uploaded correctly this time, but then error saying request entity not found. Track. Ah, the second time it worked. Yes. Now let's run it. Let's run it first. Then we'll add the readme. We have an A, B in app distribution, and two Firebase app ID, and three test case ID. Test cases ID is the one we gave them, so then delete budget. I already deployed to Firebase app distribution through Firebase distribute workflow. Okay. Device IDs, I don't know. App distribution doesn't include the test parameters. So on the app testing agent, we have test devices, test case ID. The user already has a build in app distribution and test an existing build. They need device ID and test cases ID. The issue is that the app test agents will need to specify this at distribution time. or run them from the console or an existing release. The issue is that for to run up testing agent, we need to specify this at distribution time. Okay. Device ID come from Firebase. Hey, so distribution time or from the console or an existing release, it looks like everything is possible. So I don't understand what the issue is. Yeah. Click on each test case to see the actual yes, double check that. Oh, there is this thing called run that I totally missed. Let's run test. Run test. Test run. Releases. Test run. What? Ah, pending. Oh, okay. Because I saw some green and so, oh, they executed already and succeeded. Pending, pending. Okay. So, view details. This is the smoke test. We are still running some tests. The results will be available soon. We got a medium phone chose by default. I didn't choose anything. API 30 portrait English. I think probably you can specify these things, but otherwise pick some defaults. Ah, so there you go. So it's two separate tests. It looks probably two different emulators. And so it also ran the other test. This is confusing because I didn't expect two different runs. If I want to get rid of this build, how do I do that? Delete. Yeah, I can. Oh, let's delete it. And one test passed. Ooh, and this is the most complex one. So view details. Oh, we got the screenshots. The budget list is empty, so it doesn't show. What's the agent? Ah, and there is a video. Go with the video. There you go. Paywall skipped. Then it goes in the menu, go to budget. Yeah, I like it. Would I use it for real testing? They're really easy to read. There is another advantage. It's a bit of a shift. It's doing things I didn't ask to do, like click on currency and then it's doing random things. Open the menu there, don't understand why, close it again. It's a bit weird. And the other test is still waiting, pending. Upload file. Test cases. Date created doesn't say anything about running here. This is about the releases. Okay, so I have a decent idea. Alright, now the smoke test passed as well. No doubt, because it's the same as the other one. So it's something interesting. I will try them again. Okay, this ticket is done, but I have to update. This is about this deploying with GitHub Actions, but I use Java 21. Flutter installation, Java 21, updated here. Android SDK done. Ruby is done. And PubCache. So this ticket is done. And the 961 done. Okay, so that's it. So this was the app testing agent. I'll give it a quick try. It works. Will I use it for more tests? I think I will. Thanks and bye-bye.